Hi everyone, it's Lonnie. Welcome to Grace Blossoms for You. Today I want to just do some things that I've been thinking about, and I'm going to put them in my ideas journal. So the first thing was I took this cover off of a Kleenex box, or a tissue box I should say, and I decided it would make a nice window for my journal. And so now I'm looking for my dauber. Alright, so I can't find my dauber that I usually use, so I have to make a new one, I guess. Okay, I have these extra spools now that I started sewing, and so I will be able to put my felt pad on here. That's a nice little workaround. Okay, so I was going to ink this. I didn't sand this, but I cut around the edges just to get a nice smooth edge. So I hope you're doing well. Is it springtime where you are yet? It kind of feels like spring here, but for the record low of the same day last year, or not last year, but the same day as the date, so that would have been the 12th of March, I guess. The low was a record -29. So we're feeling very blessed around here right now, because it does look almost like spring. Anyway, so I had watercolored this picture for a project and didn't end up using it. So I thought I would use it for my ideas journal. And then I'm also going to just ink the edges here. And then I think what I'll have to do is just put the glue on the side and not quite on the bottom and top, because the picture won't go far enough. So that's pretty much one project done. I was thinking of actually making it a hinged item. I'll see when I go into my journal and pick out a page to see what I want to do there. Did want to move it a little this way. So it's a bit centered. Okay, so that's one. Then I have this project I want to do, and I saw Peg doing it, my friend Peg, on her channel, Craftroom Stories, and I specifically wanted to do something with her in mind today because she's going through a rough time. So if you are the praying kind, please keep her in your prayers for today. Always health concerns. And so she had done this not too long ago, except she used vintage cigarette cards. which I don't really have a lot of vintage stuff, so I thought I would try some things that look vintage, or perhaps look vintage. And basically she took them and attached them to fabric. And normally I would grab my zigzag shears, but I got some of these from the graphics fairy, and so I thought if I sewed around them they might stand out a bit more. And so now I have some images to work with that kind of look like they could be vintage. So let's try this one. I will ink that. Yeah, so I noticed my friend Peg, what she did was she took these old looking cards and she placed them on fabric and just decorated them, and they looked so nice. And I don't know if I'll be able to get that same something, but I'm gonna try. So I think I need I could use fabric glue. I'm gonna use my hot glue because it's more, it dries faster. That's about the only thing. It's handier. And then I want to pick out some lace. I don't know if this blue will go. Maybe it'll go better on one of these ones. I might go all right with that one actually. I'll go with this one. It should go all right. Yeah, you know, it never really occurred to me to put paper on top of fabric. Usually I do it the other way around. So, yeah, learn something new all the time. Okay, what else? It feels kind of empty here. Does it need some bling? How about a cluster? That's fabric. Again, that might go better on that one. Not sure. Yeah, I really feel like I'm just winging it today. And that would be because I am. I really like my glue stick, but it's always falling down. Alright, I need a small cluster. What have I got? Maybe I could put the cluster behind. No. Okay, what am I going to do here? I think we might have to make like tiny clusters or something. Anyways, I did make this little mini snippet roll. And why not use that? Like so. I like that. Cool. And then we need something to sit on top of there. And that should do. a little piece of bling. Okay, so that one's really nice. I'm gonna keep that for a journal. I also need one for my ideas journal, so let's try something else here. This is a big one. I was actually hoping to save this for a journaling card, so I'll put that aside. And I need something nice in my ideas journal too, so I'm gonna pick this one. And I have some material that I've been saving. I think I want to fray it some. I do like it frayed, but I do like it clean frayed, if that's a thing, where it's not threads hanging out all over the place, but just kind of going in one direction. There, so you have the threads going in one direction, not all over the place. Okay, good. There. I like this lace. I think it'll show up nicely on the black there. I think I want the lace on top though. I do still want that seam to show. After all, I went to all the trouble of putting it on there. And I forgot to ink this. I think I can still do that though. So yeah, my ideas journal was feeling a little bit neglected, so I decided I better put some more things in there. Because if you watch anything on Facebook or YouTube, you know that there is kind of this idea overload type thing, if you've experienced it. I do think I want a larger something on here though. I still have most of the ones I made with that altered index card. It's a shame not to use them. But again, it could be a little smaller. I think I'm going to go with this one and then just kind of tear it down a bit. There, that does look pretty. Okay. I'll pick the prettiest one to put in the journal. I'll put the one I don't like as much in my ideas journal. This is blue. That might work. And then I had some fabric here with... I go to Walmart sometimes and I buy these little, I don't know, what are they called? Pre-cut singles. 18 inches by 21 inches. And I use them a lot for journal covers. But they're a little big for most of the journals I make, so I don't mind just, you know, snipping off a section of it. And look, it comes with some nice cardstock to use. So with this one, I thought it would be nice if I could take because the flowers are going this direction, I thought it would be nice to take some material going this direction as well, if that makes any sense. There's usually a lot of material, so I can be generous, I think. And if not, Walmart probably has some more. Alright, so I want to have a piece for there. I like used material, I like old material. It doesn't even seem to matter. What does matter to me is what's on the material, or if I can change it somehow. Like if I can stamp on it to make my own design, that's great too. Okay, so there's that. I'm gonna have to flatten that somehow. Don't really want to iron. Or I might cut that off later. I'm not sure. Okay, so flowers on the fabric, flowers on the lace, flowers on the paper, and that doesn't look good on that blue. That'll look nice. Yeah, like that. Yeah, so Peg, if you're watching, I'm thinking of you, praying for you. This project that I saw you do was so nice. I meant to do it as soon as I saw Peg do hers, but then I didn't think of it right away because I didn't have the cards that she had, and I didn't really think that mine would work out as nicely. But I'm seeing now that you can rework that idea and make it your own by just using what you have. And I have these things that I started backed onto paper, and I used snippet roll, and I honestly can't remember now what I was going to do with it. I'm pretty sure it was something I saw Gail Augustinelli do, but now I can't remember what that was. You guys don't ever have that problem, right? Just found this flower hanging out beside my desk here. Yeah, so this tiny little snippet roll, I can't remember who I saw do it. But I like the idea so much that, oh no, I put the glue on the wrong side. Hang on. That will work. I was planning to put something there anyway. There we go. And that is the center of the flower. Okay, I'm going to say that's good for this project. And again, I forgot to ink it. What is up with that? Yeah, so these could go like on a pocket to dress up the pocket. I think I'm just gonna cut that off. It's a little long there. And I'll keep this for another snippet roll or something. Okay, so there's that. So there's a 3 that we just made. Now I have to decide which one to put in my ideas journal. I think it'll be this one because it's just a little bit... I prefer something like these for to put in my journals because they're a little more compact. This one to me feels like it's sprawling out a little. So I'm going to put this one in my ideas journal. Okay, so what else? I wanted to show you the snippet roll. I found 2 ways of doing it. This is how I saw it done. And if I can find who I saw do it, I will link that below. She started using very tiny little pieces. And I do like this. It looks really organic because it doesn't look like it's done on purpose this way. It just looks like, because I mean the line's not even straight. Anyway, she backed it onto a piece of fabric and then sewed it. You could glue it as well. I started with a little bit of glue stick just to hold the pieces in place. And then I sewed that. And then I thought, hey, I could save a step or 2. And then I made a big one. And I sewed like it was originally about this wide. And then I sewed it on both ends. And then I cut in between. And this is nice too, but it's more of a, it's not looking as organic to me as this one. I really like this one. I'll definitely use this one because now I have a lot of it. But I was thinking, how could I make that one look a little bit more organic? Sorry, I'm distracted. I got glue on my fingers. So what I was thinking was you could just come along here and maybe, I don't know, could you maybe snip it in different places to make it look less planned? Or if you rip it, that would, you know, that frayed edge in some spots, that would, maybe you could fray some more. Anyways, it would take a little manipulating. Okay, what happened there? That's the back piece that I had sewn it to. It wasn't quite wide enough for all of it, so yeah. There, back to glue. Alright, so yeah, I wanted to show you that in case you hadn't seen these mini ones. And I want to put the mini one also on the ideas journal. And then I have one more project that I want to do, but I also have one that I want to show you. I've been still working on my embroidery and practicing. So I made these flowers, French knots, and then I can't even tell you what the other stitch was for the petals. And don't rightly remember the stitch for the leaves either, but anyways, I made a couple of flowers. And then I sewed the material that I put it on onto some file folder paper. And so this is going to be a cute little tag, I think. I don't know, should I make one for my ideas journal? The thing is, it takes so long to embroider, but why not, right? I would need, I guess, my awl, because my punch I don't think would go through fabric. I don't have one of those crocodiles. Hey, that didn't actually do bad. I did not think that would go through. Okay, so then how about an eyelet? I just got this, it was like a plier with some eyelets. Here it is. I put it in a bag so it wouldn't separate. And then I need to pick a color because it comes with 3 of them. And the garbage truck is here. So do I want bronze, silver, or gold? Dropped it. Alright, I guess it's gonna be gold. I seem to always reach for the gold. I can't even surprise myself, apparently. Okay. So then this one, that one like so, and then there weren't really any instructions on it, so I'm kind of floundering here. Not good enough because it's gonna come out. Still. Okay, I'll have to work on that because it's not gonna stay in there. Okay, so there you go. A little workaround needed for that project. And then I'm going to ink this first. So I guess now I have to make some more that I'm putting this one in my ideas journal. So yeah, a little bit of a cleanup today, just finishing some things. Sorry, I'm off camera, I think. Okay, that will do for my ideas journal. It's just an idea journal that I look through when I want to have some ideas or want to make some more of something and I've forgotten what it was that I wanted to remember. Okay, so there's a tag for our ideas journal, and then the one that I really wanted to do, I wanted to show you this too. I'm also going to put this in my ideas journal. It is a CD envelope, And I've put some of my favorite wrapping paper in there with the gold feathers. And I was looking or waiting for a project to do with the wrapping paper, and I never really found one. And then I saw in some Happy Mail that I received from a lovely lady named Lori Falk, and she's in BC. She sent me some Happy Mail, and she used a CD envelope to put some goodies. And I have it right here. She actually sent me some real stamps that have been used, which, believe it or not, I don't have a lot of. And she sent me some whale tail punches. And what I liked about her stuff, it's all reused. Like the whale tail punch stuff, she had taken out of some thick paper that had some writing on the back. So I know she's repurposed it. There we go. And I love that. In fact, she had a bunch of stamps, and she sent me some cute little washi tapes. And it was all random. I wasn't expecting it at all. So yeah, these are straight off the envelopes they were stuck to. So I just thought that was really cool. And the paper here, I don't know what it's from, but anyways, I liked what she did. And so I was making my own Happy Mail. And of course I had to use this idea. And while I was putting stuff in there, I decided to put some of my special wrapping paper in there. And I thought, wow, that looks really pretty. And I thought it was pretty enough to be its own idea. Did you ever get that? Like, I wasn't planning to just put this paper in. I was thinking to put more stuff in. And I mean, I did in a Happy Mail that I prepared. But for my ideas journal, I thought this was really cool to just have. And this, you know, I mean, if I can't replace this wrapping paper, at least this way I'll have a little piece of it still to remember. So I'm going to put that in my journal. And you could decorate it some more. Like I was thinking of stamping it a little bit. I have this little arrow stamp I could use. Haven't tried it yet. But it would kind of show or point to the middle where the special attraction is. I mean, you can do this in any style, obviously. It's just what I have at the moment. And because the idea that I'm pointing to is right inside the envelope, I thought that would work. All right, so then I thought if I put this in as a flip, this could be used as a writing spot. So that's gonna go in. So I don't think Lori watches my channel, but if she does and she sees this, thank you, Lori. That was so sweet. I really enjoyed everything that you put in there, and I plan to use all of it too. Okay, so one more project for this, and it had to do with another video that I saw somebody do. And so what this person did was they put a hidden page in their journal. And I thought, interesting concept, right? So what she did was she took an envelope, and as soon as I saw what she did, I thought it was really cool. But I didn't think I would be making one because I didn't think I would have an envelope big enough. And it just so, lo and behold, this showed up, I think, a couple of days later. And so I'm going to, basically, I just want to cover up the writing on here. So I'm going to hide what's already there. Maybe this isn't the greatest paper. Okay, I think I'm going to use this. I bought this at the dollar store, and it's adhesive, but I didn't realize it would be shiny. I thought it would be matte, so I really don't care for it. But I think it would be okay to use in this project because I'm just using it for my ideas book. If I was making an actual one for a journal, then I would make a nicer one. But for right now, I think this will do. There happens to be a window in this one, which is really nice. I hope that will cover up the writing. Actually, I'm just going to fold this over. So I did cut it on the one side. Don't know if I have any more blue. It would be nice if it was all one color. Yeah, I have one. Like that. So then, yeah, you can make this really pretty. And that's the person that I saw do this. They did make it really pretty. And then the page that they hid was also really pretty. So it was like this hidden treasure, really. And then I thought, since it does have the window, I would like to put something pretty inside there. And it have to be kind of flat so that it doesn't catch on the page that we're putting it onto. I was thinking of this, but that's directional, so that wouldn't work. I mean, this is gonna probably go in like this. Actually, that should work. And it will work. Okay. It will work. So it has to come in from there. And I'll have to put some tape, or yeah, some glue on it rather. I'm gonna have to kind of try this upside down, I think. Something like that. Didn't go in quite far enough for the writing to all show. And I'll have to keep that open for a bit. A different picture, I think it would have been better, I can still read it. The dragonfly is a plane, and its colorful wings will carry you away. Oh, that's nice. But yeah, I want to be careful. See, this shiny paper picked up that glue. Maybe it will come off. I guess if I was going to decorate it more, I could cover that up with something else yet. Alright, so since I don't want that to stick to itself, it needs to remain open. Alright, so this is the general idea that this lady made. Okay, so then I think that's all I had for my ideas journal today. Alright, so let's grab my ideas journal. And then let's see if we can find any empty pages here. We'll go backwards this time. I'll start with the page that I want to hide. I think I found it. It's my page with the Love of God song on here. I think that in itself is a hidden treasure. So, okay, so this is what the lady did. She just kind of put it on here. Now, I realize that that is bigger than the pages that I have. So I could have made the envelope a little smaller, or I could have cut it open on this side as well, and then, you know, just made it smaller that way, and then glued it back together after cutting some off. But I think this will, I think this will just remind me that, hey, this is possible, and you can put this wherever it fits. If I didn't have an envelope that was bigger than my page, I think one other option would be to pick a page, maybe a smaller page, like you know how sometimes we insert pages that are smaller, like say this envelope was made out of other paper, and then you have a smaller envelope and then it probably would fit on there. Okay, so I will be right back. Okay, this video is getting pretty long, so I just went ahead and put everything in. So just to recap what we did today, made this cover for a page. I like mine that it's nice and big because it shows me what's possible. And two, I don't mind if things stick out of my journal. This could still use a lot of decoration, but I won't take the time to do that today. And then this idea was from Natasha at Treasure Books. I think she was the one that showed that you just fold the fabric over the edge. So I did that. And then somewhere in here, here's the mini snippet roll that I made. Not the tiniest one, but the middle-sized one. So I just glued that on there. I just stuck it on. There's probably some little gaps in there, so it could possibly be for tucks. What else? Oh yes, Peg's page. That's what I'm calling it. What I did was the cluster that we made with the fabric and the paper, I glued that onto a piece of index card, which is purple, which is Peg's favorite color. And so this is her page now. And I stuck the embroidered tag because I made a tuck. So you can see the kind of, I didn't glue it down everywhere, so it's a tuck. It's not an official pocket, but it's quite roomy. So there's that. There's Peg's page. And then there was the other one with the CD envelope. And I'm not the best person for doing flips. And, oh, here is the frame that I put in. It's also kind of a tuck spot. There's room to stick something in behind there yet. So that will be a frame. And then here it is. I put it onto some music sheet or sheet music. So there's the envelope, and I just glued down the flap so that can be written on. Now if I wanted to still access that, I would probably cut another opening here, because this one would be really hard to get into. So, but anyways, that would serve as a writing spot. And then the paper in there is shiny, so that's what I like. I like gold. All right, so that is our ideas journal up to now. I think I got everything in I wanted to. So, hey, thanks for joining me today and hanging out. And be blessed in all you do. In Jesus' name. We'll see you again next time. Bye for now.